Good morning. It's a beautiful California day. Saturday. We're looking at a really hot day today. Today we are going to be working on the orange Mustang. We're going to be installing some lowering springs and some aero parts. We're going to this really cool garage called Co-Garage in El Monte. It is a garage where you can rent a lift. They also have every single tool under the sun that you could think of, and if they don't have the tool, they'll try to find it for you for your rental time. It's fairly cheap to rent at about $45 an hour, and they don't charge you until you're done with your job. So we're really looking forward to, you know, using all this equipment to make a much higher quality content video. I'm running not really late, but I'm in the Challenger, so I can just not run late by flooring it everywhere I go. I'll do a little pull on the highway. If I see anything cool, I'll try to get my camera on it, but it's just a beautiful California Saturday, but it's gonna be really hot today, so I don't know if anyone's gonna be rolling out fast cars. We'll see what happens. Actually, speaking of which, now that I think about it, I didn't realize that pulled up next to me while I was in the middle of recording. That's a cool BMW wagon right there. Oh fuck, he got away from me. Yeah, he blew that light, but yeah, I saw it was a BMW. I saw he had probably Ray rims because I saw the sticker on one of the spokes, but I thought it was just like a regular 3 Series. No, it was a wagon. You don't see those very often around here. Anyways, heading to El Monte right now to go meet up with the guys so we can start this project. I'll record anything cool on the way. All in all, kind of a mellow Saturday morning. You know, I would expect more people out on Sunday for cars and coffee type events, so I'm not too disappointed. But we're gonna be pulling up right now, get some good footage. Hopefully most of the crew is already there, but we'll see what happens. So see you in a couple minutes. All right, let's see. So here's Co-Garage. Let's see how many of our crew have already showed up. Well, I see Jessica in her Corolla. Oh, but you're afraid because they might just gun it. Let's see here. It looks pretty busy this morning. Oh, they got him in the bay. There he is. Morning. That's freaking cool. Land Evo 8 looks like a time attack car. Z31 300ZX. I really want one of those, but I know I won't fit, which really sucks. All right, we'll go check in right now, see what's up. Well, good morning.
It is a good morning indeed. Because we're here. If you want to pan over.
Oh yeah, I filmed it on the way in, but
at Co-Garage. There's the Mustang over there. We're gonna be doing some stuff to it.
Indeed, some stuff is going to be done. And what do we got in the back of here?
We've got these lovely Roush lowering springs. We'll take a look at these a little more once we get them over there and get them unpacked. And those are gonna be the main job for today.
Bird feeder.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Is that a fucking Bentley?
Then we also have MP Concepts rear window louvers and MP Concepts GT350 track pack spoiler. All of that's going on today. We really only need the lift for this stuff, but once we knock this out, it's gonna make everything else a lot easier, and having a lift in general is gonna make this a lot easier, because I'm sure as this video goes along, you're gonna see why. Stay tuned.
My car dirty as hell. Job well done?
Job well done.
We're completely done now, right?
Well, thanks guys for watching on the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe, share with your friends. You see, we're only real mechanics here.
One tire. Don't worry about that, the springs are still original. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we'll edit that out.
Edit in post. So we are here at Co-Garage. This is going to be a more high quality audio version of all the scuffed versions because we're not using a GoPro mic. Patrick, what exactly are we doing here today, sir?
We are working on the Mustang, as you can clearly see. We're just prepping right now, but we're going to be doing some lowering springs. I think we already had that in the previous video, but we're going to be doing some Roush lowering springs on the Mustang, and some other small stuff, some aesthetic things to tweak and improve the appearance just a little bit. This is already a beautiful car, but I just want to make it that much more better.
We're waiting for the rest of the crew because God forbid they show up on time, but for now, he's taking off the wheels while we get ready to put the lowering springs on. So we'll check back in a little bit. So, reliably, Patrick, what did you start doing as soon as we took the tires off?
What did I start doing?
You opened up your phone and started YouTube.
Oh yeah, look, it's over there.
Look.
We're professionals here. Shout out to CJ Performance Parts for making a really fire video that I watched yesterday and remember none of. So
we're going a bit Dutch right now, but I mean it's replacing springs. It shouldn't be too difficult, but we do have the video on standby if needed. Any message you want to give to the other crew members?
At least like this video.
No truer words well spoken. At least like the video, guys. Share and subscribe so we can get new friends. So the other sway bar end link is coming in at kind of an angle. That one right there. See that guy? One that's out of focus. Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Oh. Also, Jonathan has entered the fray now. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Tired?
Yeah, I bet. I know you passed out last night, so interesting times. You know, Patrick's phone is inside the engine bay. It's alright, I can get it. No, I got it. I'm tall enough. Yeah. So I've now been put back on my duty as only cameraman, and these two are the mechanics now. Patrick, you have anything to say so far? I know we've only taken 2 bolts off, but how's it going?
One of the two is already giving us problems, so you know, 50% probability on everything else. I'll take those odds.
Those are pretty good odds. Check back in a little bit. Early onset, we're still taking apart some of the suspension in here.
We're still on disassembly, you know.
Well, hold on, I don't have the microphone in your face, don't talk. No, just kidding. Early onset, do you think it's gonna be a hard job?
The fronts are being annoying, but the rear is gonna be an issue because we have to drop the subframe. I was talking to one of the guys that works here, and he was kind of giving me some hints on how we can attack it, so you know, we're gonna try to see what we can do, but I think we have a good game plan. We're just gonna drop the subframe a little and hold it up, prop it up, and we'll just go from there. But you know, honestly, stuff like this is what's gonna kill this project. Stupid clips and bolts and all that, that's easy. But these little plastic tabs and these little clips.
He's going to town over there. Let's see what's going on over here. Jonathan, what are you currently destroying on Patrick's Mustang?
I am currently destroying the caliper bolts.
That didn't sound good, because he's an actual mechanic. So that's a little worrying that he said he's destroying something actually, but you know, we'll see. Here's a good look at the original suspension in the Mustang, and I'll get a good look of it when it's done too. So Jonathan, what did you just discover right now?
So normally I can unbolt the caliper and take off the caliper off the rotor without having to take the brake pads out. But this gentleman has a worn down rotor, so there's a huge lip on the inside here. You can see that, and then you can't really hear it on a camera, but there's like, if I do this, it stops my nail from going off the rotor. There's a huge lip here, so because of the lip, I cannot take this boy off. So now I have to do more work and take the brake pads out.
They were just having a little back and forth right now. If somebody changed their brakes, we wouldn't be having to do extra work right now. So, you can see right here, there is a lip. I'm gonna try to shoot it from the side. Hopefully that's a good view. Let me see. You can kind of see it. The inside you can see it's pretty bad. He is getting new brakes. They're just not in yet, so. And he's a little impatient. He wanted to do the suspension sooner rather than later. Patrick, what do you have to say about your brakes?
I think they're fine.
Do they stop the car?
The car does stop. I have a manual transmission. I don't need brakes.
We're going. Let's see what happens. How's it going over here, boys?
Yeah, I guess so. I said I get to do. I said, don't worry, Jonathan. We get to do this all over again when I change the brakes because I'm not doing them right now. Someone want to drive to R1 Concepts real quick and pick some up? I'll put them on today.
Dude, let's do it.
Want to drive?
I got Jeremy. You can send him as a parts guy. Live reactions here, seeing if they're going to be able to get the caliper off without taking the brake pads. This might be a waste of time, or it might be a huge improvement. Let's see what happens.
We need an actual pry bar.
He's talking to the screwdriver. A little bit cooked, I see.
I don't feel like paying for a broken flathead.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. The third prodigal son has arrived, Jeremy. Already heading back to his car, hasn't even started yet. Trying to use telekinesis to take it off now. Mustang, do you have anything to say?
Either you got a lazy eye or lack of respect. Which is it, boy?
Real quick, Jeremy, welcome to the show. We're an hour in and we haven't even taken the calipers off. I see that. It's an interesting time. You got any words this morning?
I'm tired, but we can do it.
Jonathan literally said the same thing. All right then, back to it. So, good news. Jonathan, you want to explain what we just found out?
What did we just find out?
You were able to take the shit apart without having to take the caliper or the brake pads out.
Oh yeah. So
What'd you just do?
there was like enough like wiggle room with Patrick wiggling the rotor back and forth that we were still able to get it out even with the huge lip on the rotor. So that's, you know. And he like accidentally did that. He didn't do it on purpose, and it just so happened that
It worked.
So hold on, Patrick.
Jeremy, what are we dealing with right now?
We're dealing with a very tight strut bowl that's not coming out at all.
We have tried a massive impact gun. We have tried a sledgehammer, 3 different types of sledgehammers, and we have done, what else did we do? Oh, and a massive impact gun. So we had a little impact gun, and then the bigger impact gun, and then we did sledgehammer, which is the right there, and then a mallet, tried all that. And now we are gonna do we're gonna try burning it off with a torch. We're gonna heat things up and try to loosen it. This is the problem right here. That bolt is not coming out, and we've hit it with everything. Now we're gonna do flames, so let's see how that works. We are now setting your suspension on fire. How do you feel about this?
Should not have to do this for a 2020 vehicle. Also, we're probably going to be here all day.
Yeah, it's now turned into quite the job. Originally we were looking at 4 hours, but I don't know how much longer that's going to be.
What do you think, good or?
No, you got to heat that up for a while.
Oh, okay.
So this is Jeremy. I've taken over Joseph's spot for recording. As you can see, we're burning the bolt. So let's see if that works. Oh, it's moving.
Go. Keep going.
There we go.
Give colorful commentary.
Commentary, 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 commentary. So we're going out to blowtorch the other ones too. Those two strut bolts. But I mean, the guys who work here were helpful to help us out with that, so that's great.
Simple install. Bolts right in.
Bolts right in when everything is torqued to spec, not over torqued.
Modifications needed.
It bolts right in when everything is torqued to spec, not torqued to hell. Not torqued to ugga-dugga tactics. Jonathan, what do you think about all this?
I think you should hit it with your purse.
I gotta go.
That's what I think.
I'm gonna need to go get it out the Challenger.
You know what I think? We're gonna be here past 1:30. That's what I think.
Okay. So for now, we'll turn the camera off while we get this sorted, and we'll start it again when we do the other side. But probably no audio on that one. What do you think, Jeremy? Oh, we're gonna be here for a while because we got 2 more on this side, baby. Let's rock and roll. Okay, while I was busy nursing my finger and posting stuff on our social media, the springs came out. I'm glad everybody told me what they're doing over here. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on this?
We're going good so far, I think.
Well, yeah, now we're actually making some real fast progression. So,
All right, well, we're here unboxing the new springs now. This ought to be fun.
my fingy hurts a lot.
Yeah, we're all taking a licking, but we're still kicking.
We're all taking a look at me. I'm the one getting hurt over here.
There we go. Yeah, well,
Anyway.
blow torching my car.
Complaining aside, let's see what these new springs look like.
Really, we could use a knife.
In all of our infinite wisdom, we don't have a knife.
Not the smartest way to do this, but hey.
This isn't one of those aesthetic unboxings that you see on YouTube.
No.
This is a real unboxing with real mechanics.
The box of a flathead, so.
The benefit of lowering springs, in case nobody knows. Lowering
They're for cool guy style points. That's it.
No. Lowering springs, obviously, lower the ride height of your car, and they usually tell you by how much. Now these are progressive rate lowering springs, so they don't sacrifice ride quality. And I need them because my car is equipped with MagneRide, and if you know what MagneRide is, it's adjustable suspension. So my car can go stiff to calm in a minute, and the lowering springs aren't going to do anything to, or the lowering springs aren't going to affect ride quality. They're just going to affect handling and, like he said at the beginning, style points. Because looking cool is better than looking where you're going.
But you don't look cool right now either.
Yeah, good thing for me, I do neither.
You got your free stickies.
Free stickies, that is always important. So shout out to Roush, they didn't pay for this. I did, trust me. And there,
Oh, you missed the microphone.
sorry. There they are. So these are our fronts, I believe. No, these are our
gotta be
rears.
the rear,
These are the rears. We'll cut that, we'll edit that. These are the rears. These are the fronts. Jonathan. Nice. All right, so we'll leave these here for now. We got to compress the front strut towers and then we'll install them.
By compressing the front strut towers, you mean launching a spring at Mach 3 into the next county?
Right. Ideally not. Yeah, yeah.
All right. There's the new spring being put on. I fixed the camera, I think. I'm trying to get shots here, but I got his big head in the way. How we doing over here? Like I said, back from a 7-Eleven run, morale's looking pretty good. How we doing over here?
I was just telling Jeremy, like, hey, you know, honestly, shout out to like being able to, this lift is doing work for us, even though it's been frustrating today. Because like, if it's this hard here, can you imagine what it would be like with this on jack stands in a driveway? Like, my back doesn't hurt. I'm not getting like dizzy from like being like this on the floor the whole time. And like, I would have gave up by this point, like straight up, if we were doing it on jack stands. So like, big ups to Co-Garage. We're gonna do that whole thing, a whole spiel on them like at the end of this anyways, but big ups to Co-Garage. Also, they're gonna be coming over soon to do a trivia show with me, and if I get 5 questions right, I get a free hour. But I've already extended the stay for 2 hours anyways.
Lovely, more time here. Jeremy, how you feeling? All right. This is an expensive camera, can you not? Co-Garage, there's the flag right there. Rent a lift or rent a spot to work on your engine. Whichever way you're gonna do it. I've lost Jonathan. He was here and now he's gone. How things going back here, Jonathan?
Making progress.
How difficult is it gonna be to get that? Oh, well, I don't know, you're moving it and it is moving. I was gonna say, how difficult is it gonna be to get that spring out, but looks like you're doing good.
Yeah.
Have you done this before on a car like this?
No, I have not, but I think I have to undo the other side also to get it to come down more. So, kind of doing this thing where I have jacks under each of the basically coil buckets to support, because I like to support it, and then like the subframe bolts, I don't have them undone all the way so that if this thing drops, it doesn't drop all the way to the ground or anything like that. But yeah, so we're making progress.
How likely of a possibility is it that it could drop? I mean, you have the bolts in place, but I mean, has that ever happened? Have you seen it happen before?
I've never seen it happen before, but I've seen stuff to where like maybe someone's jack has failed, like the hydraulics, and they didn't have the bolts screwed in a couple threads, so like the subframe dropped and fell on the floor. So it's a possibility that could happen.
Jeez, that's a bit scary, but well, I'll come back here in a minute, check in on you. Damn it.
Yeah, we're still working on the front springs. We might have just finished it. And then we can start reestablishing.
Jonathan is dropping the rear subframe right now. He's having a lot of time with that, so just checked in with him and now I'm checking in with you guys.
Yeah, we're just, you know, what's really limiting us right now is this spring compressor. It's not the best design, and this boot that's at the bottom of the shock tower, this flare out is making it really annoying. But we're doing what we can.
The patent pending wiggle method that worked on the calipers is now being employed here, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be employed a lot more today, I figure.
Jeremy,
There's going to be a lot more of that.
Jeremy, your thoughts?
I don't have any thoughts.
We've ran out of thoughts.
He's too stunned. Yeah, now they're just working off of instinct. They already completed the first one. It's over there. They're just putting. Yeah, now they just have to put them back in. I'm assuming. Have to hammer those fucking bolts back in right there again. But you know. Yeah, look at that. Here, let's get a little bit of a little shot.
Good? Alright. Thumbnail material right here.
I know, yeah, literally. Okay. How's the subframe going?
It's loose, but she's just not giving up the goods yet. We're making adjustments right now. Jonathan and I, we're lowering the diff. and the whole subframe, but we're doing it very, very slowly.
So they're trying to remove the spring right here. And to do it, the subframe has to come out all this right here because the spring bucket is right there. Hopefully I'm getting it. Mind you, all this is for lowering springs. Isn't that right, Patrick?
Plug and play.
Plug and play, but you have to take the whole fucking car apart to do it. Patrick, how you want to explain what just happened?
Not really, but I mean, the car kind of tells the story itself. The subframe is almost damn near hanging out the car. And now we gotta put this thing back in like this.
Jeremy, you want to help him? Hop in there.
Before we do, there you go, Jeremy. And then go, okay, Joseph, release. There.
Okay.
It's loose. It's loose. I mean, it's all loose, so it's not.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be loose because it's also a smaller spring. So,
Lining up a little bit.
yeah, you might want to move it a little.
Yeah.
Just right
Well,
there.
remember, as it goes in, because it's got to spin something.
All right, we got one side in. How was that feeling?
Ridiculous. We got to do the same thing over there.
Ouch. Jonathan, what did we learn just now?
Following instructions instead of trying to do things your own way or what you think is right is wrong. So following instructions is right.
Follow the video that you sent the person you sent the parts to. Jeremy, what do you think?
It's funny because none of us watched the video first, and that's the funny part.
Not anyone's fault, like directly. It's more of the things of like, well, we learned now after watching the video that
We're good.
we learn now after watching the video that if we do it a certain way, it works. So, yeah.
It's not about the job. It's about the friends you make along the way.
You yelled at me and told me not to touch your fucking car when we needed the pry bar.
Friends you make along the way.
It's about the learning experience. Don't ignore him. It's about the learning experience and the things that you learn about your little brother. That, well,
He's lucky I don't kick his ass. You're lucky. But we'll see what happens. We're worried that we were moving the rear subframe around so much that it might not be 100% aligned. It's this here, all that black metal, not this stuff, that's suspension. All the black metal is the subframe. And if we tweaked it too much, it's gonna drive a little weird, but we'll see what happens.
46. Still no food.
We only have 3 bread left in our inventory.
We actually have 1 packet of cheese and meat still.
That one's actually Jonathan's.
Yeah, I know.
So we're having trouble getting the shock absorbers back in place because they're sitting too tall. As you can see right there. If you push this in, it doesn't line up. So now we have to push the shock absorbers down so we can line it up to put the bolts back in. What's going on?
Took us longer than expected.
What's here? Let's get a live time check. What time is it right now exactly? 2:23. We had the shop booked until 1:30.
We're already gonna be an hour over.
However, I did get a free hour by answering questions correct.
That's what I wanted to say next. Patrick got to play a little game show with the owners of Code Garage, and it was answer questions and you get a free hour. Patrick got 4 out of 5 correctly. The one he missed was which way is the pony charging on your Mustang without looking at it.
I got one wrong. You could have just said I got one all right.
You want to repeat that?
You didn't have to say I got one wrong. You could have just said I got them all right. I'm a genius.
No, I tell the truth on this channel. We're a reputable car channel, I guess you could say. We're reputable and we always tell the truth.
You know what they say, if you don't have blisters on your fingers, you're not a real mechanic. I'm just kidding.
Indeed, indeed. Also, I have a party foul. Anyway, The springs are all now in place. I think, what, Jonathan, you still have to do the rear shock absorber, right?
Yeah, so I have to do the rear shock absorber and just button everything up in the back and then, you know, torque stuff, so.
Jeremy, I know you're still hungry.
I am, yes. I am very hungry still.
How much fun have you been having while working on the Mustang?
Loads of fun.
Sounds like a man truly enthusiastic. Patrick, yourself, how much fun have you had today?
It's been a blast. It's been an absolute riot. I got
That-
to burn things, I got to drop things, I got to fix things.
Party foul number 2. It is now 3:45.
All right, so it's
And we're pretty much ready to put the tires back on. How's it going over here, Jonathan?
It's going.
Indeed, it is going. What happened here? Is it, you guys missed a bolt?
No, just because like the suspension's lower now. Here, I'll show you. Come on this side.
Okay, come on.
The suspension is lower now. So this is where originally the brake line was right here, right?
Right.
With the car stock, but now when you put it at its mounting point, it's a lot lower, and it looks like it's like almost gonna basically pinch the brake line. So.
Yikes. You know what we could also do is zip tie it.
And then we gotta tighten the bolts on the struts for the top right here.
Oh,
the
yeah.
top hat, and then
Shouldn't you do that? Oh
And
yeah,
then
we're not
torque
gonna
it
we're not gonna put on the tires, right?
we need car needs to be sitting on its own weight before you tighten and torque it. So
Really? I didn't know that. I thought you did it in the air. The beautiful Mercedes right here. AMG V12. All right. Okay, moment of truth. It's coming down now, right? All right, bring her down. Let's see what the new aggressive Mustang stance looks like. This is a lot slower than I thought it was gonna be. I promise you this is not being filmed in slow motion. Watch. Safety first. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Come on. Oh. It doesn't look any different. Not to me anyway. Jonathan, what do you think?
about what?
The stance of the car now.
We'll see. He has to drive it, and
She has to settle.
it has to seat in first. So, I mean, it looks good from what I can see. Sort of. Kind of. I think everything has to settle in first, honestly. But it looks good.
Okay, what do you think so far?
Like Jonathan said, I want to get it off these little lower car ramps first, and then we'll see. But for now, I'm excited. The rear looks very nice. So cool.
Jeremy, what do you think so far? Come here. Get over here.
Huh?
So what do you think so far?
Oh, well, I'm glad we're done, and I'm really still very hungry.
It looks like it's on all four wheels. I don't think we have that problem. But we'll see what happens when it comes off the ramps. The Mustang is out. They're loading up what's left of the parts into the Explorer.
We weren't able to do the louvers or the spoiler, but we're going to be doing that actually at Jonathan's house. Watch the video on the springs, man. You'll know why.
Mm-hmm.
But she's done.
Jeremy, you're finally gonna go get something to eat.
Hell yeah, I am, dude.
Same, brother. Same. All right. Well, that's the end of that. The Mustang has new legs now. See how she runs.
Well, guys, that just about wraps it up. Lowering springs are on the car. We did not get to do the louvers or the spoiler, but check in with us because we are going to do those on a separate location. But we did want to film a little wrap up just to say a huge shout out to Co-Garage. This is our first time actually being here, and we only heard about them a couple months ago, but honestly, this was an awesome experience. This was, they had everything we needed, every tool we could have wanted, we needed, you know, and you'll see how invasive, quote unquote, this spring install really was. Check out that YouTube video, you'll see how much fun we had. But all in all, great experience here. We are definitely coming back. Shout out to Co Garage, shout out to all the guys here. We will definitely be back.